Hello everyone, I'm Tshering Dema, a PhD student at Queensland University of Technology. On behalf of my research team and co-authors, I present our paper which contributes a co-design method, designing in the network of relations for species conservation, and a design prototype, the Ambient Wonglila Birdhouse. The primary research motivation is the unprecedented loss of species. WWF report a 60% loss of global wildlife population in the last 4 decades. International Union for Conservation of Nature calls for effective, pluralistic, and integrative approach to address this problem. The dominant approaches in citizen science engagement are for species monitoring via crowdsourcing. Centralized platform-based systems that are utilitarian tasking to gather or classify snippets of data. They're mostly individualistic in nature and relies on the distributed crowd to measure success. A lot of emphasis is on counting biodiversity. As a seminal article has highlighted, counting the books while the library burns. There is need to rethink citizens' engagement to the very problem of species loss. Thus, this research seeks to understand how to connect people to and through nature and design new forms of technology to support and engage citizens and communities to combat the problem of species loss. As part of my PhD, I mainly investigated how can we design new forms of technology and rethink engagement of citizens and communities for better species conservation. A long-term conservation design case study focusing on the critically endangered white-bellied heron is undertaken. It has a global population of less than 60, and half of the global population is known to inhabit in remote wetland areas of Bhutan. We took several field studies and engagement within and across remote communities. The study was a collaborative and joint effort by working closely with NGO conservation organizations and environmental research institutes in the country, while closely working with through several design iterations within the remote communities. We undertook our design study in remote communities of Bhutan. Bhutan is a small country in the foothills of the Himalayas. 70% of the land is under intact forest cover, and it has rich biodiversity, and it is a home to many different species, including endangered species. 60% of human population reside in remote communities due to the mountainous landscape of the country. The field study has begun from very remote community of Ada village in Wangdipodrang, followed by iterative inquiries across homes and community sites in Punakha. So we carried out contextual inquiries with different stakeholders on existing monitoring practices, challenges and ways in which local people relate to the local nature by going in the field with them and through sensor trials. This was then followed by bottom-up situated design inquiries and co-designs within the community. So we carried out initial co-designs using a very open-ended design probes and prompts, which includes a seed design probe with bird medias, sounds, and spectrograms. And this was used in a variety of ways within the community to engage with across different social situations, such as during their community events, as well as through their everyday within families and with children in their social circles. where they shared their experiences and feelings and played games using these probes. In our further engagements within the community, my supervisor shared the technology design prompt and her own personal experiences of using the messaging kettle that connects a mother and a daughter through their everyday routine of having tea over distance. The key design essence are used as guides to explore design possibilities with families and teachers on how we might connect people to and through nature, on what aspects of the wild they want to connect to using sensors, how and with whom they will want to share it with. People relate to their experiences and shared strategies and reflect on their habits and reflected on routines. We also engage with birders and foresters who shared their learning and field experiences. Co-design activities led to conceptual designs of Bhutan bird box to connect people to and through nature. The key design features of the Ambient Wonglila Birdhouse is it plays occasional episodic bird calls, learning through tangible cards, a variety of playful learning and discovery of species through wilderness soundscapes. The software is implemented in our research lab at QUT. The prototype housing were locally assembled in a wood carpentry house, and it was then taken to for community trials and long-term deployment in Tingtibi and Brereton village over a period of 3 months. One of the key findings is how children express joy in discovering the heron. I feel happy when I find and listen to the white-bellied heron. Points to how machine-detected patterns needs to be complemented with human-centered approaches. Through long-term deployment, we also found that how the father at deployment site 1 in the village, after being away from home, he expressed his pleasant experience of serendipitous encounter. Oh yes, I had twice incidental greeting by the chubja as I entered the house. The second theme is mutual appreciation and empathy for the endangered heron. Rhythms of shared experiences through the self-recorded audio by the daughter shows how the family interaction in the everyday has pleasant moments of mimicking and describing and making references to birds such as King of the Bird, and then the daughter asking whether that is appearing on the birdhouse. Members also shared empathy for the Wonglila and its diminishing sound marks. This one member expressed as such: "We don't know what happens to the chicks after they leave the nest. We don't know if they really survive, as the mother returns back each year." In these expressions, it invoked emotions and a strong sense of relational sensitivity to non-human species. The third theme here highlights shared experiences and how that reinforces relationship, and how the birdhouse was used in different social circles by different family members, as shared by the mother around week 12, of how the forester father engages with children in town and her own engagement through the everyday with friends, sharing childhood memories of birds and local nature. Designing in the network of relation fosters relational agency by different members. In this case, the elderly member sings melodic local cultural songs and stories that relate to nature and different species. evoking a sense of belongingness and kinship. And in the other setting, through long-term deployment, intrinsic motivation is built through a mix of indoor and outdoor experiences, and the mother shares fondness of the children's interest, how the children develops interest through shared family activities. We also highlight here a theme to design for intergenerational experiences. Through long-term deployment, Ambient Wonglila Birdhouse is found to be embedded in the community relations and within families. It also suggests placemaking of design to further connect through nature with children in remote boarding schools and nunnery. It also demonstrates how befriending the wild theme has been achieved to support agencies of endangered species by bringing them forward in their nearest network of relations. The key research contributions of this paper are twofold. First, designing in the network of relations for species conservation as a co-design method for community or place-based stewardship. It begins with trials with local rangers, ecologists, and birders at their forest offices, leading to engagement with children in their social circles and across different homes and communal sites, such as the local cooperative shops. A gradual snowballing of design through social relations within the community occurs. Children are found as social glue in the relational human network. Design evolves through shared experiences of different families, synergizes with the local pace and ways, and gradually scaffolds through socialization in their neighborhood for place-based stewardship of local nature. It fosters new relationships, including relationships with species and the environment through existing social relations. Secondly, we offer lessons from the wild based on the experiential qualities of our design in the remote community as connect through nature themes, as new design foci for nature engagement and stewardship of species, designed to commune with nature on its own rhythm, foster mutual appreciation and care through families and social circles, serendipitous discoveries through everyday and joyful anticipation, foster nature connectedness through sharing, scaffold learning and awareness through mix of indoor and outdoor experiences, and synergizing with local pace and ways of being of the different members. We offer our contributions as an alternative design pathway that departs from the dominant crowdsourcing approaches in citizen science engagement for species conservation. So I close my presentation with this ancient traditional mural painting, which symbolizes interdependence, the Timpapinji. It is the mural mainly depicts respect for seniority and community harmony. The story of four friends in the forest, which represents epitome of friendship, cooperation, and good relation and inclusiveness, regardless of size and power. It portrays social and environmental harmony and peaceful cohabitation. Designing for more than human world by fostering relationship beyond human relations to non-human species and to the place for better cohabitation and flourishing. Finally, I would like to extend my gratitude for the funding from Ambient Nature Network grant, and also to thank all the collaborators and participants in this research. Tashidelek.